stop the scorers to score against them.
Jason Williams comes on. You hear the applause for him.
Well, Jason would get some minutes because I drive.
Lawson can't take him off the bounce. Harrington, a deep three around and out, cleared by Randolph. Tony Allen on the attack, leads up and lays it in.
Nice pass by Jason. Advance the ball. Let Tony work with it. Tony Allen's bundle of energy.
First assist by J. Will. Lawson.
He tried to go over that time. And point guard, and when things are going bad, go under screens. Make guys take 25-footers.
Randolph. There's the first bucket for Zach Randolph.
I thought he was going to throw the headband off earlier.
Orson Guyla against Randolph. Single coverage. Durrell flashes to the middle. J. Will for three. It's through. Jason Williams, welcome back to Memphis.
People are going to play off of Jason and force him to take this shot. It doesn't take but 1-3 to finish that.
At the end of the third quarter, like you said, the zone's struggling a little bit. Gary's kind of shooting himself into trouble.
Jason Williams out on the break, and Nuggets need a timeout. Let's see if they get it right here. George Karl
in the first half.
Mayo open from long range. Darko. Stripped again. Tony Allen comes over and takes it away, and just like that, Jason Williams breaking up court and scoring.
Darko's got to pass that basketball. I mean, Tony Allen is in his lap. He's telegraphing the double team. He keeps that basketball in public space, doesn't make it private. You got to keep that ball protected.
Ellington loads up, won't go. J. Will right up to O.J. Mayo. Boy, he did not hesitate. Got the rebound. Jason Williams.
And with one hand, look at that. Tremendous finish by Jermaine Taylor, and Sacramento by 4. Oh, fancy pass. We know that from J. Will. And he gets time.
I see the creativity of Jason Williams, one of the more gifted all-around ball handlers to ever play in this league. Finds Marc Gasol open and behind the back leads him directly to the rim.
Because for him, that's just a routine pass.
I'll tell you what, I used to love to go into practice just to watch him practice. Now, you know, he'd do some stuff that definitely boggled your mind, and you'd get boggled on a regular basis with J. Will.
The 11-8. I'll never forget getting off the airplane in Tokyo when the Kings played Minnesota. And he was a young player in the league, and we walked off the airplane, and there were the paparazzi. There were just so many people that wanted to take the picture of J. Will, and that was a team that had, you know, Chris Webber and Vlade Divac and all that. It didn't matter. They were all trying to get J. Will's picture.
Well, he was a phenomenon. He hit the league hard, and you know, his creativity and early on the boards.
You know what I like about Jason there? You talked about this last night, because at one point he could have used the left hand and should have, and did. At that time he did.
He did use it, and so you know, he's still a work in progress. And I mean, one thing about it, that effort he has is we see Jason Williams getting to the basket, but a lot of people would think Love has maybe produced a little better of late, and I think they'd be right. Game starts, I think there's obviously some hurt feelings with the front office maybe, but he knows his teammates had nothing to do with it, so I don't think those things affect guys very much for long.
Randolph, that's his first basket, 22-16.
And Jason Williams.
It's on the clock of 5. Memphis with a late run here in this quarter to take this 6-point lead. And now 8. 11 seconds. O.J. Mayo's 3 is no good. Comes back to Arthur. Under a minute here in the third quarter. Haddadi, what a setup by Williams.
J. Will, my goodness. J. Will is still a thrill. There's no doubt about that.
And J. Will making some beautiful passes here tonight.
Well, he hasn't lost his creative ability at all. Behind the back, wraps it right to Marc Gasol for a layup. Now as he penetrates, sees Haddadi coming, bounce pass leads the big 7'2" guy right to the rim. He makes passes for layups. Not everybody can do that. J. Will has
development been slower than they had hoped for here in Memphis?
Well, I think so. I think the real problem is I think originally they thought he could be a point guard. And I think, you know, with his size, he needs to be, but a very smallish two guard who can play a little bit.